I'm live. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. I'll give you guys a few minutes to get on. I am excited to be doing your goal director training this morning. Y'all know I'm gonna look at myself. Who watched me on goal training before? Y'all know I've fixed my hair 1,000 times. I just think it's so crazy. Excuse the bacon cooking in the background. That's my favorite part about Total Life Changes. You can do this business from anywhere. That means including your home. So I'm at home on this Saturday morning. I actually have one of my directors on my team who's in my house this morning. She wanted to come over for training. I have some construction people, of course, Team Foster, the cats, the dogs, the fish. Everybody's running around. So we're going to get started here in a few minutes. I just want to give some people some time to actually log on so we can get started and be effective. So I'm going to give it one more minute, and then we are going to get started with training. That's how Oprah sounds, right? Okay, give me one moment. Come on, get on. Come on, get on. Come on. Y'all want to see my family? There's an old portrait of Team Foster right there. It's before we had all the kids. Can y'all see that? Right there. Okay. Come on, y'all go and log on the computer. I'm ready to go. Because I don't want to keep you long. I need one person to text me that they're on, and then I'll start. How about that? Then I know I'm good to go. If someone texts me and they say, Chanita, I'm on, I'm ready to start. So can I get a text from someone? Someone, anybody? What is that from? Okay, we're going to get started. I was waiting for the friendly text, but clearly no one wants to friendly text me and let me know that I'm doing this goal training. Right. All right, where am I get going? Okay, let's hit it. How about that? So happy Saturday, happy Saturday. I am Chanita Foster, Regional Director here at Total Life Changes, and I'm excited to be on your Saturday Goal Director Training. This is one of the big essential tools for you to be successful in this business, is to actually stay plugged in. You know, the whole time that I'm talking, I'm going to give you guys some real good nuggets. So get a pen and paper out. I know you can go back and watch this, I think, for a couple days, but you want to always have a pen and paper handy. And that's going to be one of the first things I want to talk about, because a lot of people say that they get lost within the business. Okay. A lot of people say that they get lost when they're on the business and they don't know what's going on. But the biggest thing is to stay plugged in. So the great thing about this morning is someone sent you a text, or you saw it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. You have to stay plugged in. The best way that I can explain it is when my children go to school, and recently they're learning their timetables, right? And so literally repetition is what teaches them their timetables, memory. You know, when you start off, you begin on counting on your fingers and making tick marks on a paper. The same thing kind of applies with Total Life Changes. You have to get to a point where Total Life Changes is inside of you. And the way that I was able to do that was to stay plugged in. That means when we're on our 10 o'clock call, you should be on every single 10 o'clock call. I once heard someone say, well, why should I get on a 10 o'clock call? They say the same thing over and over again. Exactly. It's like a rap song, okay? You need to hear it over and over and over again. So then, therefore, you're able to present it. So guess what? When I was getting into this business, the reason why I got well-versed so quickly is that I listened to the 10 o'clock call. I was on the call every single night. It's so funny because I made a joke. My children can recite to you the 10 o'clock call. They actually think it's funny saying, great evening, great evening. But the reason they can repeat it is because they can hear it. So ladies and gentlemen, you want to get in the habit of doing repetition with total life changes. You want to be plugged in. You know, you want to watch every video you can. You want to listen to every call you can. And that's how you will become great. If you're saying I'm one of those people, you know, I don't really talk a lot, just keep listening to the calls. I could probably do a 10 o'clock call at this point at my sleep. And honestly, this past Wednesday was my very first time doing the 10 o'clock call without writing it down because I was so nervous. I would get this book right here and I would write down my whole 10 o'clock call. So then when I said it, I knew it would be perfect. So you remember when you used to get in trouble in class and well, I did, I don't know about y'all, but you remember you used to have to write, I will not talk in class. I will not talk in class. The repetition began to make your brain work. So therefore, the teacher hoped that I would not talk in class, but I was just a natural born talker. But let's get into this thing. So today is Saturday, right? I'm getting ready to give you the tools to go out there this weekend and make some money, okay? Today is the day. If you've never made money on Total Life Changes before, you're gonna make money today. Why? Because, well, first of all, I hope because you have products, okay? If you don't have products, that's the first problem. Total Life Changes creates an opportunity way better than most network marketing companies. Why? Because we have an actual product. We're not selling an opportunity. We're selling a product. And I think sometimes you get lost because of that 50% fast starting. You want the fast start money and you're thinking about the binary and the check match that you forget about retail. But retail is what's going to make you the meat of your money. You can make a lot of money at retail. So today we're going to talk about retail, how to break it down, and how to actually go director, yes, go director with retail. So first of all, today, if you're getting ready to go out, you should be ready to hit up the football games, the softball games. There's a lot of church events. And guess what? It is not too late to do a transformation party at your house tonight. All you have to do is make a list. You only need 3 to 6 people. Get on the phone and you say, let's do this real quick. Come here, Kai. I have Director Kai Patterson in my house. So watch this. We're going to role play. Come on, Kai. Role play, girl. Okay. Get in on the camera. Say, hey, Kai. Hey. Okay, so this is my call today. You want to do a transformation party? You want to make some money today? Watch this. Okay, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Kai, are you busy?
No.
Okay, so stop right there. She says she's not busy. Make sure when you call people, ask them if they're busy. Because if they're busy, you don't want to talk to them. But if they say they're not busy, they can't make an excuse. Kai just told me she's not busy, so I know she can't trick me, right? So, hey, Kai, girl, I know it's Saturday and this is kind of last minute, but I was getting ready to have a few people over my house this evening. Now, you know I don't like a lot of people in my house, so it's only going to be about 3 to 6 of us, and I have like one more slot left. But we're getting ready to talk about health and wealth and maybe have a glass of wine. Can you stop by my house this evening at 6?
Sure, I'll come. I'll stop by.
Okay, girl, don't tell me you're coming and you're not going to come because I only want like 6 people in my house. I don't want to have an old school house party, but I just want to network and have us talk about some of the amazing things that are happening in my life.
Okay, yeah, I'll stop by. I'll be there at 6.
Okay, girl, I'll see you at 6 o'clock. Bam! We're ready for a Saturday transformation party. Y'all been quit saying you can't have no transformation party. It doesn't have to be big. Stop thinking about what you see on Instagram and Facebook. You know, Coach Stormy Wellington and the Candace Bird Davises and the Pam McCrae's and the Daryl Drakes. Listen, they are seasoned network marketers. But for people like me and you, and I'm talking to me and you because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of first-time network marketing people on this training, we have to start slow. We have to go back to the basics. If you look on my Instagram, I just had a home party in my house because I understand in not recreating the wheel. There's so much success in simplicity. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm writing that down, them 3 S's. So much success in simplicity. Woo, Jesus just gave me that one. So much success in simplicity. Stop trying to make it so complicated. Did you see that? I didn't give her a long spiel. I didn't talk her head off. I'm selling some tea. There's 5 ways you can get into the company. Oh my God. No, come on, man. So much success and simplicity. Have your first transformation party tonight. I want you to tag me. All it takes is 3 to 6 people. 3 to 6 people. You can close a room of 3 to 6 people. And if everyone doesn't join, like we talked about that retail, you will be able to sell some products. So I'm going to see a whole bunch of people. My face looks so fat today. This is so weird. You will be able to have your first transformation party. So somebody needs to be tagging Chanita Foster on Instagram today, because I want to see 3 to 6 people in your living room, and I want it to be fun. Play some music, don't spend a lot of money. It might be too late for that 8 hours for that tea. You might be able to throw it on real quick, start bulling it right now, push that party back. What time is it? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll be a little bit shy of the 8 hours of sleeping, but throw it on. Get your party going. Grab some garments. Call somebody else. If you feel like you're ill prepared, jump into a group chat. There's a million group chats out here for total life changes. Your upline probably has one. My group has one. Get with someone to say, hey, you know what? Last minute, I'm doing a transformation party. I have 3 to 6 people coming over. Do you have any product? Do you have any pointers? Whatever the case may be, just do it. You have to get started. Now let's talk about the Super Saturday that I'm excited about, because I'm not going to stay with y'all because I'm getting ready to make some money. So the first thing, and I know we talk about this all the time, is where are your labels? I went to Staples. You see that, staples.com. And then right there, literally, well, I went up the street to Staples, but you can get them from staples.com. And I put my name on there, my phone number, I have my website, my IBO, and then I got fancy with it. I said, ask me how I made $100,000 in 5 months. What is your testimony? Ask me how I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. Now, what I did with these labels is I'm ready to hit the streets, okay? Football games, Little League softball games going on tonight, church conventions. I'm excited. Those are people. Those are customers. So guess what you have the opportunity to do today? To go out, to sample, and to retail. So here's my little sample pack of tea here. Can you see it with my label? Now I have a couple of options, okay? You have to remember what tactic you want to use. At this point where I am, I'm ready to prepare to sow a seed. I know everybody's not going to purchase a product, but I know if I pick the right person, they will turn into a customer. I'm not quite sure if you heard the story of how me and Coach Stormy Wellington met, but she offered me 2 NRG pills. She did not sell me 2 NRG pills. And I kind of chuckle at it all the time, because I honestly believe if she wasn't so tactic the way she is, so much posture, so much swag, I don't think I would be in Total Life Changes right now, over $100,000 richer if she tried to sell me 2 NRG pills. What she did is she offered me 2 NRG pills, and she offered them to me in a bottle. Ladies and gentlemen, don't break down this product and have it in a bootleg bag. Somebody showed it to me, and they're like, well, people are skeptical of taking a product from me. That's because you got it in some bag that doesn't have a label on it. They don't know what it is, where it's from. They don't know what drug it is. They're not going to sample it. But if you're at the football game today, right, when you're sitting there and you see somebody dozing, you know how people, they at the game, but they're not at the game, they sitting there like this. They're really not into it. Go over and say, oh my gosh, I noticed you dozing over there. I have this amazing product. I use this every single day. It's NRG. It's an all-natural energy pill. Here, let me give you 2 of them. It'll change your life. Let them hold out their hand, dump 2 pills in their hand. That's what Coach Stormy did to me. Dump 2 pills in their hand, saying, tell me how you feel in 20 minutes. Or tell me how you feel after the football game. I'm going to come over and check on you. No pressure. I didn't say I'm in Total Life Changes. I sell NRG. We get paid. I was real cool. My posture was real cool. I say, here, notice you're looking a little tired, a little sleepy. I want to offer you these 2. They're amazing. I have 6 children. I'm running back and forth to Africa. I'm switching time zones But this product, it got me away from the Red Bull and the Monsters and all those harmful energy drinks. So here, let me sample you 2 of these pills. You need to try these. Come find me in 20 minutes. Tell me how you feel. Let them go. Because I know for a fact the same thing is going to happen that happened to me. 20 minutes later, I was running all over a hotel looking for Coach Stormy Wellington. Why? Because I got a burst of energy like I never had before. I was excited. I was moving. I'm like, whoo, what was that? So ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hit the streets today, right? So literally I have my product ready to go upside down. I have my coffee. This is another one that I love to sample. Why? Because it's small. It has the same information on the back, but it's really, no pressure. That might be to the person at the post office I know, or I need to go to Kroger today. Hey girl, I've been meaning to tell you, every time I come into Kroger, I forget. I am tasting and using this amazing weight loss coffee. I just want to give you a sample of it. You know what? If you like it, give me a call back. I have some more where that came from. There you go. But you got to hit the streets today. What are you hitting the streets with? Where are your products? Now, guess what? This is magic, okay? If I were you and I had some tea, I would set a goal for myself. I would get in the car and I wouldn't come back home till I have a pocket full of money. Why? Because everybody is in the beauty salon, the barber shop, they're in the streets. It's Saturday. Is there a festival going on? If you're in Atlanta, y'all need to go to, Music Midtown or Music something we have going on in Atlanta. Very simple. Excuse me, do you know someone that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Typically the answer is, yes, me. Sell them the product. It's go time. Just sell them the product. If you're going somewhere and you're going to a more postured event and you're going to be sitting down with people, wear your Momentum magazines, okay? See, my label is still on there. And inside, if you don't have one and you just joined the company, it has a DVD inside where they can take it. I call this my posture magazine. Your doctors, your lawyers, your dentists, your politicians, your friends that like to ask you 1,000 questions that you don't have time to stand on the street and talk to them and tell them about. You need this. You need this. This is Saturday. Hey, listen, I only have one magazine left. I love my magazine because I can look in here and I love reading all the stories. My friend, Coach Stormy Wellington, she's on page 28. Girl, I was thinking about framing this magazine and putting it up in my house. So you can't have my magazine. I'll let you use it. You can borrow it, and I'll come pick it up tomorrow. Do you want to borrow it? Because there's some amazing stories in there, and I always relate to the story. There was another family, and they have 6 girls, and literally, they were homeless, and they finally had the opportunity to purchase a house so each one of their girls can have their own bedroom. So, I definitely can relate to them in this magazine. I was looking for the page. That's my fault. Ladies and gentlemen, go time. Where are your items? Where's your name? Do you have labels? This is what your weekend should look and feel like. Let me tell you, this is the sure enough moneymaker. Did y'all see me post this Strike Up in Love, this weekend fun pack? I love that Coach Stormy said that it's fun. The way we used to explain it was kind of from a medical standpoint, like, it helps with male enhancement and endurance and longevity like there was a problem. Or ladies, it helps with moisture when your pH balance is thrown off. That's great. But now the new twist that Coach put on it, take all that away. This is just fun. You go up to somebody, you say, hey girl, y'all want to have some extra fun this weekend in the bedroom? Huh? What you talking about? You want to have some extra fun tonight in the bedroom with your husband? I have this new weekend fun pack. Best $30 you'll ever spend in your life. You'll have an amazing time in the bedroom. What is it? Girl, I got a pill, make him feel like he's 17 again. And for you, I'm going to jumpstart you. I'm going to have you physically prepared. Girl, it helps with moisture. It's going to get you mentally right. This is a whole lot of fun. What y'all doing tonight? There you go. Then if you really like, you know what? I really like you. I'm going to give this to you at a discount. I'm going to give you both of these pills, this weekend fun pack. I'm going to give it to you for $25. And after y'all have a whole lot of fun, call me back. These are all sales tactics to make a whole lot of money this weekend. Where are you going? I hope you have some products. Call the leader of your team. If my team called me right now. I have products available for them to purchase right now this second. If they called me, they could literally hit the streets right now and go make cash money this weekend. I know it's about, you want to put people in the system, you want to build your team, but you want to make some right now money. This is right now money. Now let's talk about going director, okay? Because I got excited when I figured it out. And I was like, wait a minute. You can literally go director with the help of a friend, somebody who's already on the team, and actually by doing retail. So let me try to share my screen so I can help you guys. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can get a calculator up here. Bear with me. Oh, where'd I go? I'm missing in the universe. Oh, there I am. Jesus. Okay, let me try this again. Where is my calculator? Why is my calculator not up? Okay, let me try this again. Hold on. I know the awesome TLC tech person, Rocky, is probably going to call me in 2.2 seconds and say, what are you doing, Chanita? I'm trying to get a calculator up. Well, let me share my screen, and then let me see if I can bring it up. And my desktop. Let me see what'll happen if I do this. Whoa! What happened? Rocky, help! I shouldn't have did that. Oh, there I am. In the name of Jesus. Hold on. Maybe we won't do it. Maybe I have to write it on a piece of paper because my calculator is not working. Did it not work? Okay, it's not working. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to use my phone. That's how technology works sometimes. We're going to keep rolling with it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, watch this. To go director in total life changes, you need 1,000 on your left and 1,000 on your right, okay? So 1,000 volume on your left and 1,000 volume on your right, okay? We're just gonna go with the paper because we having technical difficulties, right? Now, for those of you who've kind of been in the business for a while or whatever, you will know or recognize, let's go with this right side over here. You probably already have volume on one side, okay? Let's just roll with you have volume on one side, right? So you're only trying to get the volume on the other side because one side is your team leg and one side is your pay leg, but you're trying to hit director. Director, I'm gonna write this very big. It takes 1,000 in volume to make director. But guess what I figured out, okay? So let me get my calculator out here. I'm gonna help y'all out here. It was like a light bulb went off for my team. So it takes 1,000. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, 1,000 to make director, right? There's 7 days in our pay week in total life changes. So I'm gonna divide 1,000 by 7. That's 142, okay? This sucks right now. You see it? Whatever. So that's 142 in volume a day. Write this down. I want you to follow me. That's 142 in volume over 7 days, okay? So we wrote that down in 7 days. Now, most of our products, when you go in your back office and you look, clearly I can't do it because we don't know what's going on. But when you go in your back office and you look at the items in your back office, they all have a volume point system. Most things have 40 in volume, okay? Like I know for a fact, Chaga, NRG, even Delgado Coffee has 40 in volume, right? So literally, I'm gonna take that 142 and I'm gonna divide it by 40. It came out to be 3.5, okay? Do you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means you want to go director this week, right? Do you understand that literally you only have to sell 3 products? 4 to be on the safe side. 4. That's where setting a goal comes in. 4 products. 4. So that means we're already on Saturday. Pay week started yesterday. So today you got to jumpstart yourself. Let's say, for instance, 8. All you have to do is start to set the goal. Literally, 3 products a day to go director. So whenever you're trying to hit, take that number, divide it by how many days that we need in our pay week, right? We have 7. So you're going to take that number, divide it by 7. That's going to tell you the volume you need every day. But watch how amazing this is. Do you understand I said that you need 142 a day? Do you know that's one $500 pack? So if you do one $500 pack a day, you have the volume. If you bring in 2 $300 packs, I'm just giving you all these different techniques for you to go director. There's no reason why you shouldn't go director. Do you understand? If you put in a $1,600 pack, that's $750 in volume. Forget all the days that I said doing it all over the day. 750, that means literally you don't have that far to go for that. My calculator. You don't have that far to go literally to do it. That's 250 points. Say for instance, I did one $1,600 pack and I need to divide the 250 by 6 days because I have 6 days left. Literally, it's easy. So ladies and gentlemen, one more time. You want to go director, right? 1,000 in volume. You're going to take the 1,000 in volume because someone's going to say, I didn't understand. You're going to divide it by 7, a 7-day pay week. It comes out to 142 a day in volume. I'm just going off of products. So if I take 142 and divide it by 40, 3.5. So literally some days I could do 3 products, some days I could do 4. Do you know if you grab some product and you walk that's 3 NutriBursts a day? Literally, 4 packs of tea is 40 in volume. That means you need to sell 12 packs of tea, right? Go director this week. I should see a lot of directors. Now let me help you out with the next part. You ready? This is called the art of the flip. I was teaching this to my team because I didn't think they understood it. Let me get a bigger piece of paper. Right here, right now, today, you are going to come up with an amount that you want to invest, okay? I don't know if it's $40. I don't know if it's $100. We're talking business, right? Let's say, for instance, you say, Chanita, today I'm committing to $200, right? So you have $200, and you're going to go get some product. Let me see. Let's be hypothetical. We're going to get 4 NRGs. I don't know. 4 NRGs is going to be our $200, right? So your commitment to your business is $200, 4 NRGs. Let me tell you what's happening. You get the NRG in the mail. You go out, you sell it. Not only do you take your initial investment and the product and the profit, you just run off and you spend it. You never reinvest back into the business. But let me teach you the art of the flip, okay? So literally, you invested the $200, and some of y'all, let me just work off of tea, because you would be like, wait a minute, that's tea. So how many packs of tea? That's 40. It would be 4, and then 4 times. Give me 1 second here. What am I trying to do? Okay. Hold on, I'm getting this down packed for you. Okay, tea, NutriBurst. If you did the tea, that would be like 16 packs of tea. I was mentally trying to figure that out. So you go out, you get your products, right? I go out today, I have my 4 NutriBursts, right? I go out, and let's just say, for instance, I sold 2, and I have the money. What is supposed to happen tonight, when I get home? Does anyone know? I'm going to tell you. Once you sold those 2 bottles of NutriBurst, you are supposed to take your profit and sit it to the side. You're supposed to take the initial investment money, go into your back office under the lowest person on the leg that you're trying to get volume, and you're going to order 2 more bottles of NutriBurst. What is that creating? Number one is running like a business. You won't run out of product. But let me help you out. Those 2 bottles of NutriBurst would equal 80 in volume, right? So literally, I would have my 80 in volume, right? And then tomorrow, I go out and I sell 3 more NutriBursts. So I come home, I put my money to the side, and I go buy 3 more. Because remember, I'm doing my initial investment, right? So now I have that 120 because I sold 3 more. And then I went out yesterday and I sold 4 packs of tea. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to buy another 4-pack of tea. That's 40 in volume. And then I go out my next day and I'm talking to some people and they're fired up about the NutriBurst. And I sell them just 1. I had a long day, but that's 40 in volume. Then I go out there and I'm talking to some people and I do 3 products that day. Okay, that's 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just being hypothetical. 6, 7. So these are all the products that I began my initial investment with, right? But every day when I sold a product, I went back in and purchased the product. Let me do the volume on that by myself. So I literally sold a product and then I went back and repurchased it. 120, my 40, 40, 120, 40, 40. Do you know I created, I hate my phone right now, 480 in volume just by myself because I utilized the art of the flip. I didn't add any more extra money. Some of you are thinking, Chanita, I'm in a tight spot. That's why I started Total Life Changes was to make money. Okay, you're making money, but you have to reinvest your original investment. Do you see the art of the flip? So you're keeping your profit. You have that to spend. But what you're now doing too is you're creating your volume on your binary. Do you know you get paid a percentage off your binary, right? So that means literally every time I sell a product, if I go in and I purchase that same product, I'm keeping my profit, I'm putting volume on my binary, and I'm building my team. Do you get it? Do you understand? One more time. My investment today, y'all gonna do this today, $100, $200, $500, I don't know. What is your initial investment? I'm taking my $200 and I'm committed to replenishing this $200 back into my business. I log in, I purchase my $200 worth of product. Now let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you are one of those people that are only worried about purchasing product as a guest to get 50%, you're not gonna grow your business. That's why we get paid 5 ways. That is the best compensation plan I've ever heard in my life, okay? Stop worrying about the 50%. You're gonna get the 50% when the product comes and you sell it in your profit. And then aside from that, you get more points on the binary versus buying it a customer. Back to the 200. So I purchased my products because my investment is $200. Now, ladies and gentlemen, computer is acting crazy. But what I want to do is, when you're building your team, say for instance, this is your team. You got your right side and your left side, and these are people. I should have drew circles, right? Can y'all see this? So this is my team, my left side and my right side. So the volume can roll all the way up. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna make my purchase on the lowest person on my team. So let's make her name Tina. Okay? I'm on my right side because this is where I need the volume at, right? You guys see my drawing? Bootleg, but it's gonna work. So the last person I personally enrolled is Tina. I'm gonna log in to Tina's back office. So I'm gonna get Tina's IBO number. So let's say for instance, Tina's IBO number is 33333. And her password is rich, okay? So I'm going down to the last person that I enrolled, Tina. I'm gonna log into her back office with her 33333, her IBO number. And then I'm going to put in her password. And then I'm going to go to the top where it says order. And I'm going to click order, right? Y'all following me if you're in your back office? So I'm going to click order, and I'm going to place my order. My investment of $200 starting today with the lowest person. You're going to say, Chanita, why do I purchase under Tina? That's because when I make my purchase from Tina, you remember my investment was 200 in volume, that's 4, 8, 12, 16, that's 160 in volume, right? It's going to go from Tina to Beth, to Kim, to Jody, to Renee, to me. Do you understand that? Everybody gets the volume on the team. You remember the greatest part of joining Total Life Changes is the team aspect. One team, one dream. Now, up here, if this is me at the star, I'm the star at the top. Could I have went in and made my purchase up here under me, under order? Absolutely. But what happens to the people that are down here on my team? I had them join this company because I wanted them to be on the team. I said we will all win, right? So if I purchased it up here, my volume now goes up. That means my volume goes up to the person that personally enrolled me and on up. But because I want my team to win, I'm going in with my $200 investment under Tina. You got it? Under Tina. So you're going to go to totallifechanges.com. You're going to click member. You're going to put in Tina's IBO number. You're going to put in Tina's password. Then you're going to go click order. At the top of the screen, it's going to say order. You're going to click new order, and then you're going to place your order for the 4 NutriBursts that we talked about, right? And literally, you're going to go out today. You remember, you sell your 4 NutriBursts. What do you do tonight when you get home? You go back in. You go all the way down to Tina. You log in, you place the order, and you ship it to yourself. The art of the flip. You will not run out of product. You will replenish your product. You will still make money, but you will build your binary, which you get paid off of your binary. Now, last time I was on here, I talked about auto ship. And auto ship is really big. You remember I said auto ship is the heartbeat of our company. If you're saying what is auto ship, I want to hit you in a computer right now because you should know what auto ship is. Auto ship is the lifeline to Total Life Changes. If your auto ship is not set, 9 times out of 10 when you make that phone call, oh my gosh, Chanita, I didn't get a check. What happened to my check? Because your auto ship was not set. So what you want to do is you want to go in, and at the top you can click auto ship, and if it's not up there, you can create your auto ship or you can edit. Now let me help you out. We're talking about going director. Remember I broke it down on my paper how to go director, 1,000 in volume, 142 in volume a day, broken down in 7 days into 3-4 products, right? But if you want to go director, your auto ship has to be higher. So your auto ship needs to be set at 80 in volume. Here's something else. Some people hit director for the week, but guess what? If your personal order, if your auto ship had already went out and it wasn't 80, the week that you hit, you need to go buy a product or 2 to make sure that your auto ship met the director qualification. Shut up! Sorry, I don't know if you heard my dog whining. You need to have the qualification, which is 80 in volume. So say, for instance, I'm going for it this week. I'm ready. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put you on hold for 1 second. Sorry, it was going to drive me crazy. I'm sick and my dog is whining. Okay, so literally, your volume has to be set at 80. So do it now. If you're on a go director, listen, if you're going director, just change it right now. Change it to 80. If you want to be set like me, because the next thing is you want to hit exec, just change it to 120. Just set it at 120 right now. Now, another thing that I learned that was a major nugget, and I have it right here, is your auto ship is not really for you to replenish your products, because if you were doing the art of the flip from your initial investment, then you would always have product, right? Your auto ship should pretty much be your personal use. What are you using here at Total Life Changes? Because facts tell, stories sell. You don't have a story if you're not using the product. So is your auto ship tea, because you know you use tea, and you're going to be able to tell someone, you know what, this tea is amazing. I lost 5 pounds in 5 days, and I kept using it, and literally in 3 weeks, I looked up and I had lost 15 pounds. Is that your story? You have to become a product of the product, you know, right? Or the emu oil. You know, I was about to show y'all my edges, but y'all talk about me. But I've been growing my edges back with emu oil. We've been using it with hair in my family. So on my auto ship, I have emu oil. I'm a product of the product. I use NutriBurst every single day. So the NutriBurst in my auto ship is the NutriBurst that I use. Now, are you counting how many products I named so far? I have tea, because we drink tea in the house. And actually, I just switched out to tea, so we're going to take that back. Emu oil. I use NutriBurst religiously. Chaga, because, you know, I take a chaga shot every morning. You know, chaga fights off cancer cells. It helps with ADD. Y'all know I'm ADD, right? Helps with being ADD, helps with stress, lowers blood pressure, all these different things. So chaga is on my auto ship. And then last but not least, it is official. At my house, we have replaced the tea with coffee. My family's in love with the Latin coffee. My kids are in love with the hot chocolate. My son is in love with the Delgado. Guess what? It's on my auto ship. So ladies and gentlemen, your auto ship is just not to replenish your inventory. Your auto ship is for your personal use, okay? So your auto ship should be used for you to utilize products and have a story. And I just started putting Pamika on there. We have the best face care products on this earth. You know, you have to venture out. You have to travel into our products, but you need to set your auto ship. Set it and forget it. And if you have a customer and your customer is coming back and forth, create a customer profile. That's when they go in as guests, and then they put in your IBO number, and then they create a guest number. Put them on auto ship for a product that they like. So ladies and gentlemen, those were the nuggets on that. We had the art of the, well, first of all, we had what we're doing this weekend, which was going out with our products. Remember, I showed you our labels. Printing out your labels, IBO number. Then we put it on there for our samples. And I really should have it on our weekend fun pack. And we talked about going out and sampling and retailing, right? Then we talked about it is now 12:14. You still have time to have a transformation party today. You still have time to have a transformation party today. 3 to 6 people in your living room. I told you how to invite them over, right? So we did that. So everybody's having a transformation party tonight, okay? Literally. Then we talked about going director. We talked about the 1,000 points. And if you're going executive, just divide the same amount, 5,000 in volume. If you need the chart, go to TLC trainingreps.com, and it has the chart on there on how to hit rank. But we're talking about director. We learned that going director is 1,000 in volume on both sides. How do we get to the 1,000? Remember, we took the 1,000, we divided by 7, because our pay week starts on Friday and it ends on Thursday. That's 7 days. We divided the 1,000, that came out to 142 a day. Now that 142 a day was broken down into 3 products and towards the end, 4 products. And what I didn't do either is, guess what? If you're in TLC, especially with a family member or a best friend or somebody, do you know that you can literally take the 1,000 in volume, divide it by 7, right? Which is the 142, but then divide it by 2 people. That's 71 in volume. That's 2 products, under 2 products. So you can get with someone on your team and you say, hey girl, this is what we're gonna do. This week, I'm gonna help you hit director, and then next week, you're gonna help me hit director. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna commit to ordering 2 products or selling 2 products or bringing someone into the company every single day, and so am I. And you're gonna go under the lowest person and you're gonna put it in. You remember we talked about that? And the volume's gonna roll up your director. It should be 1 million directors this week, okay? Literally. Y'all should be tagging me in transformation parties, and you should be on Facebook and on Instagram saying, Chanita, I made director. 4 products a day. And if you join up with a friend, 2 products a day, both of y'all, 2 themes. And if you already have the products and you're like, Chanita, I'm in an overload of products, great. Sell the product you have, go back in and order it to get the volume. You remember we talked about the art of the flip. Remember the art of the flip. The art of the flip is making an investment, what you're going to spend, buying those products, selling those products, but not waiting. Don't wait. You know what you're going to do? You're going to say, oh, girl, I sold 3 NutriBursts today, and then tomorrow you're going to sell 2. I'm just going to order them all on Thursday. You know how you do? But you know what's going to happen to the money, right? By the time Thursday hit, you done spent not only your initial investment, but you spent the profit too. No. Soon as you sell that product, when you get home, go reorder the product. If somebody's ordering it or as a guest, then they already did the work for you. But if you have the product in your hand, ladies and gentlemen, even if I go out right now and sell 5 things, when I get home, I'm reordering those 5 things. That's my initial investment. That is the art of the flip. Not only am I reinvesting the money that I committed to and running this like a business, but I'm adding more volume onto my binary. Do y'all understand the strength of that? Do you understand if your whole team, every single time they sold something, they took that same money? If you just got into the company, if you're brand new and this is your first training and you got into the company and you got in with 4 packs of tea, God bless your soul. But you got in with 4 packs of tea, right? And you go sell those 4 packs of tea, what should you be doing? You should be reordering those 4 packs of tea. How are you going to run a business with no product? So ladies and gentlemen, that is my goal director training for Saturday. I am getting ready to hit the street with my fun packs. I'm getting ready to sample some products out and give people my business card. So I have some follow-up. But most of all, I'm so excited because I know this is the same training I'm giving to my team. We're going to have so many directors this week. We're going to have so many people that are going to make money for the first time because now they're going to understand the art of retail, the art of the flip, the art of running this like a business, the art of reinvesting, the art of being able to have your auto ship set and ready to go. So ladies and gentlemen, I am regional director here at Total Life Changes. We should call this Sales Saturdays because y'all should be out there selling stuff, retailing stuff. Make some money today. Guess what? Don't be defeated. You can do this. Make sure you get on the 10 o'clock call tonight and make sure you're definitely on that Monday night training. See you guys later.